The Alabaster Lady is a strength-focused hybrid build which has access to the weaker gravity spells, making it a great build for melee-oriented players who need some ranged options as well. Without further delay, let's start with the stats. 50 Vigor will give us a great amount of HP, 25 Endurance is the minimum needed to mid-roll while also giving us decent stamina. 60 Strength will give our weapon great damage and 25 Intelligence will raise the power of our spells and weapon a little. We need no points into Mind, Dexterity, Fate and Arcane for this build. The Meteorite Staff is here only to boost the power of the gravity spells by 30%. For casting, we will use the Demi-Human Queen's Staff. With the current stat distribution, when buffed by the flask, it has the highest sorcery scaling out of all the usable staffs at this level, 223. The Alabaster Lord Sword is the main damage dealer. Doing mostly physical damage and a little magic damage, it is great against any foe. Because it has B scaling in strength and having a lot of points here, when buffed by the flask and exalted flesh, we reach 915 AR. The skill, Alabaster's Lord's Pull, plunges the sword into the ground, creating a decent sized AoE shockwave, which pulls all normal sized opponents towards us. And if you hit an enemy with the sword during the first part of the skill, it deals damage similar to a light attack. I used the Zamor mask and armor alongside the veteran gauntlets and greaves. In combination with the Bullgot talisman, we reach 72 poise, which helps us greatly when we want to use the weapon skill without getting staggered. Gravenmask talisman will raise the power of our spells by 8%. Dragoncrest Grey Shield talisman will reduce the incoming physical damage by 20%. The Shard of Alexander will raise the power of our skill by 15%. For the fourth talisman you can pick anything. I went with the Bullgot talisman for extra poise for trading hits. I like to use Rock Sling a few times as an opener. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but free damage is free damage, and it helps with breaking the enemy poise easier. Gravity Well is very situational. You can pull an enemy to his doom, or in a combo I like to use, jumping heavy onto an unaware target, back away, then use Gravity Well followed by a heavy attack or the weapon skill. The Spirit Ash for this build is the Stormhawk Dinh. He doesn't have a lot of HP, but he can avoid many attacks, lasting longer than expected. Most importantly, he buffs us with an aura buff, which raises our physical damage by 20% for 30 seconds. Making him a very useful summon. In the Flask of Wondrous Physique, we are using the Strength Knot tier and the Intelligence Knot tier, for 10 bonus points into each of these stats for 3 minutes. Other consumables are Gravity Stone Fan, which is the Gravity Hoarfrost Stomp, but with less damage. It is a great tool for crowd control. Exalted Flesh will raise our physical damage by 20% for 30 seconds. If you want to go to level 150, by adding 20 points into strength, we reach the hard cap, and we can also stop using the Strength Knot tier and replace it with the Magic tier, for 20% bonus magic damage. The rest of the points can be placed into Intelligence for more weapon and spell damage. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.